I just had to come on here and just like, what do you do? Like, I've made a video on here and that was like really difficult to do because my room was a mess there and I felt like I couldn't clean. I literally felt like I couldn't clean my own bedroom. I felt like I couldn't use my brain to do some of the things that I needed to do. And um I know I've said like, because I was told, and this is, I know other people have gone through this too, like being told by your mom, oh, your dad didn't love you, when they do. And first of all, I'm really getting really busy now in life. I got stuff that I need to do. And also, I'm not lying when I say that there are, you know, still, and I know that these sort of opinions still come from, okay, well, he tried to kill your mom. Okay, well, that was years ago. Why can't we just forgive that? Like, I don't understand where the line draws. I guess what I'm saying in is, what do you do when somebody you're supposed to love, like, this person is my dad, like, his birthday was just October something rather. It just went and passed. And I just am just confused. Like, the fact that I won, I don't see. You can tell I don't even know what to exactly say. I don't know what to exactly say. Um, I just am just tired of people talking. And I do want a relationship with my dad. I do want to be able to save my money and go down and see him and my family like my cousin Jordan does. I really don't care if she wants her name put out there on YouTube or not. This is my life and this is my story. And you know what, Jordan? If you have such a problem with the devil, why don't you tell him about Jesus? You guys kind of killed Grandma. You want to cling to the Catholic Church, which sort of fine, but isn't fine because you got to be open minded to the fact that Jesus, you know, worked with the Jews and he even tried to school some of the Jews on how things are supposed to be. And I understand that I probably crossed the line with my dad recently. Um, like I said, his birthday just passed and I didn't call him. The only thing that went through my mind at that time was, oh, I just don't want to be scared. Because I don't know, I guess he used to like scare my mother and stuff. And I don't know. I'm a grown adult now and I need to understand that I can do things for myself, not for the approval of others, not because my brother and my mother are sitting in Malala, Oregon with a turban case looking home. I have pictures and video of this stuff. You guys here on YouTube that have been watching me and been following me, hopefully, just as silent as I am sometimes of a YouTube follower, the ins and outs of what's going on. And there's videos of, I'm trying to make a video, say something, and all of a sudden my brother's on my bedroom door yelling and hitting the door. And I'm just done with the behavior. I don't think my dad, like, the problem is that he didn't come up here and tried to kill my mother. And just when does rationality hit anyone? It's not Teresa May Gallagher. It's not Stephen and Carrie, fake Carrie Brown. It's not everyone needs to think rationally, and that's my point on this video. And I did get scorned today, and my dad's like, oh, well, if you don't want me in your life, then this is fine. I'm like, I don't know why he's bringing this up, because I don't know. I guess it would have just been better to feel scorned by my dad. Like, it was my birthday, why didn't you call me or text me? Which is fine. And I do have it on my calendar. I just don't know why I didn't. It's just, I don't know. To say that my dad and his family aren't perfect just as much as anyone else. Like, most of my family and like the real close to me family lives in the West Coast, and not just the West Coast but California. And I'm not saying that for y'all creeps to be crazy. That can go to the past. But yeah, don't do crazy stuff. um I don't know. It would have been nice to just get scorned, like, where were you on my birthday? Like a typical American dad would, of just like saying, I think I might just take a picture of the calendar that I have on my phone, and just say I had it scheduled. I just don't, just forgive me, as I have forgiven you. Isn't that biblical? Like, you read the Bible, but you're a Catholic. I just feel like, am I the only one that listens to Jesus? Like, it would have felt a little bit better just to be like, hey, where were you on my birthday? That would have been, because I remember what went through my mind. I was like, okay, I don't want to call him early in the morning. That seems bad. Like, I don't know. I don't think my dad realizes that I've never seen a good example of him being talked to or talking to. Like, it just it's just hard to have a relationship with someone who sees things as an attack on them or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Other than, I just wish I would have gotten more so scolded than just like, hey, where were you? It's just, my dad's always been kind of dramatic. That must be where we all get being dramatic from. But I don't know. My parents have not been together for years, and my dad's over here talking about his Ishmael kids, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, as if I need to be in Oregon at all, as if I need to be in a group home in Oregon at all. This is just frustrating. So, somebody comment in the comments. I really don't want to have to delete and block comments, but somebody tell me, please excuse this. There's just a lot that's going on with me that I am trying to take advantage of. It's bad. Yeah. But anyways, let me get off of here. I guess tell God I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, you just can't expect, like, what's going through my brain right now is understanding where my dad's coming from. And I understand that I should have called him on his birthday. But one of the things that went through my mind was, they say he's a bad person, so maybe I should have talked to him. And I mean, he used to spank us really hard, like some kind of Joe Jackson stuff, and he he kind of like, apparently they say he abused my mom, which, it's all in the past, and I'm just sitting here like, but it didn't happen years ago. It didn't happen. What I'm trying to say is it didn't happen yesterday. If it happened yesterday and this person is a repeat offender, then maybe there's something with that. But I'm just really tired of feeling like I can't talk to my dad without some kind of form of discipline, or really just the thought of, is he going to do something? Like, I don't know. I think I've made videos talking about my dad sending me money recently, and I know, and then he brought up, oh well, I remember you saying that you didn't love me. I'm like, this is past stuff. I never said that yesterday. That was yesterdays ago. That was years ago when I didn't know. I wasn't an adult. You can't expect a minor to know stuff. You can't even allow, let alone expect and allow a minor to go into a place with a bar. If there's a bar and the minor couldn't do that, my grandfather even knew that. It's like, you can't expect a minor to be in a casino, because my grandfather, I remember, um he used to walk through the casino with me, and he's like, well, you can't be over here. I'm like, well, I'll just put my arm on your shoulder and we'll walk together. I don't know what to say. I should have called my dad. I got slightly scorned, I guess. um it would have been, feeling a little bit better if he would have said, where were you on my birthday? um it just, I don't know what to say. It's over. It happened. I'll try to make things better when Thanksgiving rolls around, um, and Christmas, and any other days coming up in the future, or rather future, something like that. And I just don't think my dad realizes that, like, been a lot on my shoulders. And if people saw it through God's perspective, they'd be like, no, she's holding a lot on her shoulders. People, you don't know, not that what people are going through, but you don't know all the ins and outs of what someone feels, goes through. And it would have just felt better if my dad would have said, where were you on my birthday? Instead of bringing up this, oh, well, I just remember you just said you didn't love me. All this stuff that just doesn't make any sense. Um, my mother and father don't get along, and if you could also pray for me, and if you could also pray for me and just pray that I be on top of things and really meet my life goals, that would be great, because I know I'm slacking on doing my life stuff. And it's just, I feel like, I know God's calling me to be a strong woman, but where is the strength coming from, God? Like, I just can't make it up. Like, can I? okay, gotta put this hat on as if I don't have any more on my head. Like, my house, my adult foster aunt right now, or my adult, she's like an adult foster aunt. She even is like struggling to be without her kid, and the results of that is she's not eating. And I'm just like, what is this terrible world that we live in that she's not eating? Like, I just don't think people understand that I'm human too, and I'm going through things that I can't always call or text people when they need me to. And I'm sorry, God, that I did not call my father, but or text them, but it just sucks. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just rambling on trying to justify the fact that I didn't call my dad on his birthday. But yeah. I say that he will get over it. Yeah. I say that he will get over it. Um and everything will be smoothed out and stuff, but I just, my dad's Catholic, and I'm over here immersing myself and trying to watch um Survival Supernatural. I'm trying to balance all of this stuff, and you don't know me, you don't know what I have to walk through and go through. Everybody's different, everybody's unique, everybody has something like that they're going through, and I'm just, you know, and plus, like, my dad just, I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna sit here and justify myself. I'm sure somebody in the comments somebody's ready to put in the comments, you should have called your dad. Like, yeah, I know I should have, but I don't want to use the excuse, and I won't, because it's not my personality. But when you kind of live with that, and those people out there that's like, oh, well, um, this person's, been abusive to me and stuff. It's, it's, I really don't have an excuse. I forgot to call my dad. I had a phone on me. I could have called my dad. Um, my dad he's cool. I think since I've reconnected with him, he's cool, but he just needs to understand that I have a life too. I'm getting busier and busier. You can't just not sleep and not eat just because you need to call someone. Like, that's a little extreme. I don't know. I don't know. I think the hardest part is he was like bringing things up that happened in the past and like all this stuff. The only thing you can't resurrect is the past. So why are we bringing that up? So I'm gonna get off of here. I'm just a little confused. My dad's like, "Oh well, I just don't want gifts." I'm like, I'm trying my best to please everyone. I don't have that much money. I'm trying to do and be everything, and this is ridiculous. I'm tired of trying to put pieces together for people, and I might not even go see a movie this weekend because that I've been wanting to see. I might have to wait till next month. Hopefully it's still there next month. It is a pretty big movie, so hopefully it'll be there next month. But I might not even go see a movie this weekend because I don't have the money. Like, I'm over here, I don't have that much money, I don't have that much time. He's like, well, you could have sent a a text or a picture, I'm like, I make it sound clearer than you do. I don't know. He sounded dramatic, and I'm gonna leave it there. No, no, no. I wish I would have could have recorded it because it was almost hilarious. It's like you feel bad that I didn't call you on your birthday. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm speaking more clear and more less of dramaticness and less of I think, there's something to be said about people with demons, and I really hope my dad still doesn't have one, and let alone anybody in this world. Some people need to get delivered, not to stay in the Catholic Church. Anyways. I don't know. I'm gonna get off of here. I'll just keep rambling. I should have called my dad on his birthday. I'm not even postless. There's just nobody out there that understands the holiness of me. There you go. Maybe that's why I didn't call you Dad, because you don't understand what it's like to be holy, let alone anybody that I come across. Excuse me for being Tony Braxton, like, very like response. Um, um, and when she says that she's not happy with any of her family members, I don't like them. They wouldn't be my friends. If they weren't my family, they wouldn't be my friends because they're mean. I've seen too many fights break out of my family, and I mean, my grandfather wasn't around to kind of stop it, but I don't think that would have helped almost either. Um, I'm just irritated. I'm just tired of feeling like there's so many people that want things from me, and oh well, you didn't call me on your birthday, and you know what? I'm just gonna put this out there. Yes, my grandfather, I consented. I gave permission, but it did feel like my grandfather sort of molested me. But I would never say that he molested me. I would freaking Christine. We haven't talked in years, and you have the guts to go talk to my dad's sister-in-law, and to fucking top it all off. All of you effing Americans and all of you effing people of this world think it's okay for me to be away from my husband, the one that God gave to me, who I should practically be calling father, since he's a way better father than what I grew up seeing at all. My godfather Todd and my Uncle Marcus, who's my uncle on my on my mom's side of the family, that's my mom's sister's husband. They are just little snapshots of what the Trump Jr. is supposed to be for me. So if you're trying to tell me that I should be calling you on your birthday, maybe you should be calling to get me into this family so we can at least rescue America, because everything that's going on out there is probably because my parents can't figure it out, and nobody can. I'm just tired of feeling like he comes with, well, you didn't call me on my birthday, when I don't get much from you either. Talking about, oh, I fought for you. I'm like, well, guess what? You were not just as much evil as my mother, apparently. It breaks your heart that I have to tell you the truth. Well, guess what? You can't play with evil. I'm so tired of feeling like somebody wants something from me, and I'm so tired of feeling like I'm Tony Braxton, having to, you know, I don't know what to do. God, you tell me you want me to be the 47th president, but there's nothing that's gonna happen to make that happen. So you told the wrong girl, the wrong person. Did you tell? My parents can't seem to figure it out. My dad barely sends me hardly any money. I don't need money particularly. I need security. You at least try to keep it together. I mean, I will say one thing that I admire about my grandparents is their relationship never, like, they never, even though my grandfather cheated on my grandma and my grandma, um, kind of looked to wine instead of, you know, instead of more, um, valuable things. You're not perfect either, Dad. Clearly, I need to brush my teeth, and I don't need you putting blood in my teeth. I'm just tired. Tired. And I got in this house to get away from family. I don't need my dad all the way in California, and I'm up and working, trying to tell me that I need to call him for his birthday. Where was I? Where were you when God called me to be the 47th president? I don't know how to do that. And are we gonna get Donald Trump back in the White House? Probably, but oh my god, it's just like, if I do one little thing wrong, I feel just. I'm tired of talking. I really am. Yeah, if they weren't my. Whatever Tony Braxton said, I used to watch that so much. I just admire people out there that can stay distant from their family and just be happy with that, because it's a lot of work to manage family, and my parents don't know. My mother has a Turpin case home with two Turpin case people, and they try to justify themselves as if they're going to be doing that in front of Jesus Christ when he's judging them. I know too many people in my family that's going to hell. You're trying to tell me that a Catholic church is all that in a bag of chips, but it's not. And you think that being unsaved is gonna get you anywhere? It is not. Too many people in my family, no matter which side they're on, they don't. And you wonder why I don't call you on your birthday, because you don't see that you being saved is gonna get you and I a better relationship. You can't be friends with a bully. Can't be a doormat to a bully. I'm gonna get off of here. Struggle of with family. I haven't hanging up. Bye. Might not even post this.